Hello, I am Professor Michael Thome, Vice-Chancellor of Anglia Ruskin University, and it's my very pleasant duty to welcome you to this induction video.
I think the university works really well together. It's very coherent. I think the main focus of work is the department, but even across faculties and in other ways, everybody works well together. And apart from the feel-good factor, it means that work is much more efficient and it's easier to see what your sense of purpose is all about.
I think it's a great place to work. There's a real buzz.
It's great fun. It's busy. It takes a lot that you put in, but you also get a lot back out again.
We do have really strong teams and a great feel of working together in our university, mainly based in departments and in course teams where people share interests or share ambitions. But we also make sure that we work together across campuses and across faculties and try and find ways to share new projects and new developments.
Well, I think Anglia Ruskin University is, like all higher education institutes, an organisation which is very large and very complicated, but it's also very innovative. It's constantly changing, and I think that change is very exciting. And in general, I think because there is a willingness for people to engage with other people, to talk to colleagues, it is a very satisfying place to work.
We work as a unit. We guarantee transparency of workloads, and so everyone has an idea of what's expected of them. There are lots of different tasks, so you have teaching, research and administrative duties, but the way that we allocate those tasks is conducted very fairly, so everybody knows what to expect.
I think the working together is promoted by what we call our corporate plan. Every 3 years as a community, we agree what it is we need to do to move our university onto the next stage of its development. We hold lots of workshops and people come, whether they're academics or support colleagues, and help develop that agenda. And then that corporate plan really does describe what is going to be our shared enterprise for those 3 years. Our new corporate plan emphasises, I think, 3 key goals. We need, of course, to maintain our financial stability, and that's really challenging just now when the government is making so many changes to the way universities and student fees operate. Secondly, we need to underpin the academic grounding of our university by making sure that everything we do is of the highest possible quality, whether that's teaching or research. And also, we need to focus on the world outside our university because we want to be a university which is part and parcel of the world in which we live, not standing aside from it. A truly international community, focused on new knowledge, focused on the communication of that knowledge to students. But what makes us special is our wonderful and very particular student community.
I've worked at Anglia for I think about 27 years now, and my experience is that the student experience has become much more focal. It's the key to everything that we do, and that's really the biggest change that's taken place over that time.
We make a set of commitments to students and promises that we'll keep as members of staff to make sure that we work with them with integrity and very clearly. We were really pleased to win the Times Higher Education Award for Outstanding Student Services Team in 2012, and what that reflected was a fantastic amount of work everyone had done to transform student services so that we were there for students.
The university is absolutely focused on students, absolutely focused on making sure they get a great education and a really good experience, all-round experience. And that drives all of us to work really hard, but it also makes it rewarding when we're successful.
The Student Union are truly exceptional because they are focused on all the things that student unions are focused on, sport, bars and things like that, but particularly they are focused on our academic enterprise. In my experience, like no other student union I've ever come across.
I think my sense of the leadership in universities is very strongly led by the Vice-Chancellor, and we have a very large corporate management team where we really understand the shared sort of aims of the university. Certainly in my experience, and I'm a new member of staff myself, Anglia Ruskin is a really good supportive environment.
We're hugely ambitious for ourselves as a university. We're highly innovative. We're challenging of each other and hold each other to account to make sure things happen in the way that they should. We want everyone to feel that they really belong to Anglia Ruskin, and we all share a concern for the environment. I'm delighted to say that when staff were asked in the last staff survey, the vast majority of our community felt that we were working according to those values.